It's the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coach's Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's on 1019 100.5, 1450 WGNSSports.com and Big G TV.
From ASE certified mechanics and master mechanics. Check them out online at autorepairsmyrna.com. And the Coaches Show returns with Siegel head coach Adam Renshaw. How are you doing this morning, Coach?
I'm good.
Stars coming off a good 27 to 6 win over Laverne this Friday or this Thursday night.
Yeah, tough to get used to, isn't it? I was honestly last night I was asleep by 8:30. I can't tell you a Friday night that I've been asleep by 8:30 in the fall in a long time.
Yeah, that's it was different for everybody on playing on that Thursday night. But you know, how did you like that? I know obviously you avoided Halloween for a lot of the families, the kids that had trick or treating and other activities. But
yeah, well, you know, it's this was mandated by TSSAA for us, and so just kind of odd circumstances. I think, of course, I think generally teams try to avoid playing on Halloween night, but you only have to deal with that every 6 or 7 years, and so. But no, I mean, we're used to getting ready on a short week. A lot of distractions this week, a lot of things going on. It was senior night for us all week. We knew this was going to be our last game, so there were a lot of emotions, a lot of things going on. And, at times we played really well Thursday night, and then at times, man, I'm like, who are these kids out here?
But y'all really came on in the last couple of weeks. The really tough loss in a really competitive game against Blackman, and then ending on a great note, 27-6, sending the seniors out victorious. Yeah,
well, we got great seniors. I tell them all the time, this is one of my favorite senior classes. Been doing this 27 years now, and this group stands out in their character. It stands out in their integrity, and just as far as superstar athletes, the senior class, maybe not a ton of those, but I called them in and talked to a few of them last week. I mean, these guys are going to be awesome humans, awesome adults in our community, and I'll probably. My kids will probably be asking them for a job one day.
Yeah, yes. And that's the great thing about it. Kids like that, they're going to be great and they're going to do great things.
Yes, no doubt about it. And, you take, I've made fun of a couple of guys on our team, Bryson Green and DeMario Heron, for a number of years, telling them, they're Mr. SHS, but they probably won't allow the other one to get it. One's going to take votes from the other one, but
cancel each other out.
Yeah, exactly. But just super personalities and super leadership skills, especially for young men.
Well, let's talk about a couple of your players from the other night. Quentin Carson, he had a 14-yard touchdown run and 3 touchdown passes. And he is our SRM Concrete Solid Performer, locally grown, nationally known SRM Concrete.
Yeah, now Quentin, again, Quentin has some dynamic ability. I think, his biggest attribute is he sees the field really well. He doesn't panic, and again, just made several plays during the game. We thought in the second quarter there we had a shot to, there was a kickoff fumble that if we could have recovered, it would have helped blow the game out, and a few plays we could have made right there, and but I thought Quentin played really well. He really has given us a spark in there.
Yeah, and another kid that's been really a workhorse for you this year, and one of your leaders, Drew Hostetler, another good night, 2 touchdown catches, including a 38-yarder.
Oh yeah, I think I was talking to Drew earlier this week. He's going to leave. He's had 3 good years as a receiver at Siegel High School. He's going to have almost, I think, nearly 60 receptions as a high school player. Tremendous high school career. And he's going to leave Cleveland. He's going to leave as the all-time leading kickoff returner for Siegel High School. And so and a tremendous young man. I had the opportunity to have him in class the first term. Very intelligent guy, like asks a ton of questions in class, really seeks to understand things. And so, yeah, Drew, been really important to our program.
Yeah, and I think you told me a couple weeks ago you have like over 20 seniors this year. What a great class, and going out on a good note.
Yeah, well, another kid that probably fits that note that I've got in class right now, Braylon Albee. That's
Yes.
This forest is
he's
eerie
come on,
and suspicious.
Watch
out for
struggled through,
ambushes.
had to fight
What's
through
your
some nagging
strategy to
injuries
sneak past
last
those
year,
goblins?
and really worked hard in the off season. Got faster, got bigger, got stronger, and then this year was just another workhorse for us. I was telling him yesterday. I mean, he has this knack for getting near the sideline and kind of cutting back and getting a few more yards and never really taking a big hit, just kind of slithering down the sideline. And just watching his game develop over the last couple of years has been really outstanding.
Yeah, he was one of my favorites to watch this year. Really enjoyed watching Albie run the football. You got a lot of kids coming back too, and the future looks bright here for Siegel football. And what do you tell your guys that are your underclassmen that'll be back for you?
Oh well, I think what we told them at the end of Thursday night was, we were relevant this year. People were talking about us, and we made some plays. We won some games early, and I think our next deal is to take it a step farther. I think Princeton Uefa, who's going to be a senior next year. He has several offers, and I mean he was a mainstay for us this year, a workhorse that he was a big deal, and so we expect him to grow in leadership and take over leadership up front and help us there. And of course, Quentin Carson that we talked about earlier. The last few weeks have been big for him. There's lots of things he needs to get better at. He knows, but he's also dynamic and has that calmness under pressure that we think can be big for us next year.
Yeah, and one of the staples that I saw from your program this year is your defense. Your defense brought it every single week, and you got to be really proud of those guys. And I know you got some of those guys coming back. Some of them you're going to graduate, but you want to talk a little bit about your defensive side.
Well, one guy that's coming back is Keith Morrell.
Yeah.
And I mean, doesn't say a whole lot, kind of a quiet kid. Coach Baker identified him early in practice this year, and man, he fought and did a great job this year. Really proud of that kid, and he'll be one we'll be asking to grow in a leadership role also. But our defensive coaches work really hard, and we're not the biggest group, we're not the fastest group, but I would put our tenacity up there with anybody.
Oh, no doubt about that. I really enjoyed watching your group this season. One other bit of Siegel news that came across this week is your Principal Creasy going to move into a role with the county. I know he's been a big supporter for all athletics over there and everybody over at Siegel High School. I know he's going to be missed, but he's one of the best ones.
Oh, you no doubt. And just want to thank Mr. Creasy for bringing me in and giving me this opportunity with his football team. I mean, he's an outstanding leader. The best thing about Mr. Creasy is exactly where you stand with him. There's never no hidden agendas or anything like. He's super competitive. He wants to win at everything he does. And I mean, I can't imagine a better principal to work for, especially coming in our situation at Siegel. And he's just been outstanding to me.
Yeah, and he is one of the best ones. I'm really, really proud for his promotion for that. But getting back to this year, Siegel Nation's always coming out, always supporting. I know they were supportive all year. And you want to talk a little bit more about the Siegel Nation?
Oh yeah, well we had huge student sections the last two home games, and it was really Look, our students at Siegel High School are the best. We're lucky. I monitor the hall almost every morning, and I mean, just shaking those kids' hands and being around those kids. And, our mission statement for Siegel High School football is developing quality men. Well, honestly, we have great moms and dads at Siegel High School, and it makes my job so much easier. And no, I mean, the student body has shown a ton of support. The band has shown a ton of support. Man, our cheerleaders and dance team, they're all awesome. And the sponsors and leaders of those programs are amazing also. So I'm just lucky to work with a lot of great people.
Yeah, it's a great school, great community, great people there, great administration running it over there. And, you know, I know you talked a little bit about it. You were talking about the kids returning next year. You know, you were this close to being in the playoffs this year. When thing goes here or there, you know, you're playing next week. You know, what do you think you need to do? When do, you know, for the off season, when do y'all start kind of getting back going and all that kind of stuff to try to get to that, you know, that next step, that one more victory that you were just short of this year?
Yeah, well, I think, you know, I think you mentioned it right there. We were very close. Honestly, it's a little bitter to me. Still trying to digest that. So I think the first step is we need to evaluate everything, offense, defense, special teams. We're going to evaluate everything we do in our weight program, in our conditioning program. We're going to evaluate our culture. But, you know, that being said, we got a lot of great kids, and we'll take a little time off to do that evaluation and meet. But at the same time, it's on to next year. You know, I told them yesterday that the you know, the 2027 class, they're now seniors in our football program, and it's time to roll.
Yeah, and it's going to be here before you know it. Yeah, we know there are special days around the corner for the Siegel football program, and Coach, we've really enjoyed having you this year, and we wish you good luck.
No, thank you guys so much. WGNS and what you guys do for high school football is amazing. I've never seen, you know, I've been coaching a while, and what you guys do in this community is tremendous. High school football is important, and I'm glad Murfreesboro and WGNS realizes that.
Well, we appreciate you, Coach, and like I said, look forward to seeing you next season. That is Siegel head coach Adam Renshaw. The Coaches Show is brought to you by Middle Tennessee Electric, serving our community by providing affordable, reliable, and safe electricity. Online at mte.com.